Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So this reading today, we're going to take a look at what you need to know right now. There's something that your spirit guides want to tell you. There's something they want you to know. There's something that you need to hear right now. Okay, so I've got 3 readings for you, 3 animal oracle cards here to represent those readings. The first card, your group 1, is card number 55, and it's Snake Spirit, and it says time to heal. Snake Spirit, time to heal. Leave it there for a sec so you can take a good look, or pause the video on any of these so that you can take in the picture, whatever you need to help you decide. Group 2, your card is number 27, Fox Spirit. And it says think on your feet. Fox Spirit. And group 3, your card is number 64, Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Wasp Spirit. All right. All you have to do now is choose your card, choose your group, go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the group you want to go to, the reading you want to watch. It will take you straight there. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 1. All right, we're going to take a look at what it is you need to know right now. Your initial card here is card number 55. It's a card of change, and it's Snake Spirit, time to heal. And I say it's a card of change because of the 5-5, which are numbers that indicate change. But we'll get more into what the card means for you and what you need to know after we get the other cards down. So I've got oracle cards and tarot cards here for you. We have number 24, time for a nap. And card number 31, and it says, why? Why? All right, and let's get your tarot cards down. All right, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Cups reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. And one more as an advice card for you. And we have Judgment reversed. Don't worry about the reversals. They're just nuanced cards, nuanced meanings. They never mean bad news, so don't worry. I know some people get worried when they see reversals. It just gives a little bit of a different meaning to the cards, slightly different. All right. So give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in, and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. Before I do, I just want to mention, if you would like a personal reading, if you want a reading that's just about you, not a general reading as we have here, you can check my website, see what's available. My website is pinktututarot.com, and there is a link down below. And otherwise, I hope you enjoy this reading. If you do, if you find it helpful, if it resonates in any way, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading is resonating. So thank you for that. Now give me just a second while I listen for some messages. Hold on one second. All right, they're telling me that you have been through a challenging time, but they're giving me that there's a part of you that isn't quite admitting how challenging it's been, or maybe you don't realize how challenging it's been for you. It's like the challenges have become so normal in your life that in some ways they don't feel like challenges, but they're still wearing you down just the same. Physically, they're giving me your physical body needs repairing, needs some healing, needs some tender loving care. And it's because you've been pushing yourself, you've been dealing with difficulties, dealing with changes, dealing with loved ones pulling at you in different directions. For some of you, I'm getting that. All of these things tend to build up, and they take an effect on your physical body. That's what they're giving me here. Your physical body, which then in turn affects your emotional self, your spiritual self. But your physical body has, they're saying in some ways it has been beaten down. And you need to give yourself a chance to recover your physical self so that your emotional self, your spiritual self, your spirit, your higher self can blossom and be in the best shape it can be. So it's about healing your physical body so that the rest of you can shine. Okay? So when we start with the snake spirit and it says time to heal, they mean that literally. I know a lot of times in these readings, healing is like a spiritual healing, healing from a darkness that you've gone through, healing through, different challenges. But they're talking about physical healing for you right now. And you may not even fully, like, I feel like as I'm saying this, you're going, yeah, kind of, yeah. I have been feeling fatigued. I've been feeling run down. I've been getting a cold more often than normal, or whatever it may be, aches and pains. And you've kind of just contributed it to the weather, to your age, to whatever it may be. But they're saying it's more than that. It's the stresses in your life. It's the challenges you have been put through and the challenges you have put yourself through for whatever reason. You've been pushing yourself so hard, and they're not saying that's a bad thing. You've been trying to accomplish something. For some of you, that is an important piece of it. You've been trying to accomplish something, and you've been telling yourself in some way that by pushing yourself harder, you will accomplish more. What they want you to know right now is sometimes taking a step back can actually accomplish 2 steps forward because you give yourself a chance to heal. You're not going to be at your best when your physical body is struggling to cope with whatever's going on in your life. Okay? So then your first oracle card here is time for a nap. Rest. Relax. Don't beat yourself up if you need to do nothing for a bit or less for a little while. They're bringing to mind something that I saw. I saw it online somewhere, but they just flashed it in my head again. And it said, it's not that you are lazy. Don't tell yourself or ask yourself, why am I being so lazy? Or why am I so lazy? Ask yourself, why do I need rest right now? Why do I need more rest than usual? Why am I feeling like I can't do what I used to be able to do every day? You're not being lazy. It's not that you have gotten complacent or have given up. It's that you need a chance to recover physically, as well as all the other ways, but you need a chance to recover from what you have put your mind, body, soul through in recent months, even years for some of you. All right, so then we have the why card. You're telling me you're looking for answers. You are trying to figure something out in your life. You're trying to understand something in your life. You're trying to accomplish something. There's something that is pushing you and pulling you at the same time, but it's also wearing you out. The answers will come when you're feeling like your best self again, when you're feeling better, when you allow your body to recover, when you allow your body to rest and relax without punishing it, without beating yourself up, without telling yourself you're a failure because you can't do what you used to be able to do, or whatever it may be, you will actually improve whatever it is that you're working on. Whatever answers you need will come more quickly. You will actually make more progress if you can allow your body to do what it needs to do. And right now, it needs to relax. It needs to rest. It needs to just be for a little bit. And I know that can be hard for some of you because you're very driven. There's something that you want in your life that you're pushing for, or you just have a very hectic, challenging life, right? Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities or things you have to take care of. Maybe you have a stressful job. And there's some things that you can't just set aside and not do. And I understand that, and so does Spirit. But what they want you to know is that where you can, please do. Where you can step back and relax, please do it. Give yourself a little bit of a break. It doesn't have to be a long break. It doesn't have to be weeks or months. It might just be an hour. It might be a day. It might be a handful of days where you just say, no, I'm just going to be. I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to beat myself up for not doing whatever it is you normally do, and not feel like everything has to be at a certain level. Allow yourself to drop down from a 10 to a 2 for a little bit, and just be, because then you will jump back up when you're recovered. You will jump up to 11. It will be even more powerful for you. So your first card here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're not feeling your best. Absolutely not feeling your best. Normally you are very driven, very accomplished, very on your game, whatever your game is, whatever your daily life, your goals look like. You are normally very focused and driven to accomplish them, and very poised about it, very like set. You might have a set schedule, you might have a set regimen, you might have a routine you normally follow, and right now it just feels like everything is falling apart. You don't feel like your healthy self. You're not accomplishing what you maybe normally would accomplish. You're not achieving, you're not progressing. You may even not be eating as healthy as you used to, living as healthy. It's taking a toll on your physical body, which then affects other things. When your spirit is overwhelmed, your body responds. When your body is overwhelmed, your spirit responds. I feel like everything right now is in desperate need of healing, really, really. And that doesn't mean that, this isn't like some dire thing where, oh my gosh, you're going to die. Please don't take it that way at all. You need to rest. Now, if it feels like more than that, go to a doctor, of course. Please don't take medical advice from a tarot reader, ever. But really what Spirit's given me is that you need to give yourself a break. All right, so your next card here is the Ace of Cups reversed. Just one second. I know they're trying to tell me something about this card, so bear with me one second. They're telling me you're feeling drained, physically and emotionally. They're saying there's something missing from your life. Now, there may be that there's a person in your life that you are actually missing. There's a connection that for some reason isn't there right now. Maybe it's someone in your life who has moved away or is at a distance. Maybe you're missing a loved one who has passed away into spirit. It may just be that a connection you have has weakened in some way, maybe a spouse or a loved one, your close connection, life has gotten in the way and things have not been quite the same lately. They're saying your emotional self is also feeling drained, is also feeling drained. And they're giving me there's this feeling of looking to someone else, looking for someone to help lift you up, help you feel better. They're telling me if you look for someone, reach out, ask for help, let someone know how you're feeling, and allow them to just give you that boost, you will find that person. But you don't need that person to feel better. You can do this on your own just by allowing yourself to feel, honestly, to feel bad for a bit. There is no requirement to be happy and feel great and feel vibrant and alive and accomplished every minute of every day of our lives. Sometimes you're just not going to feel great. And it is okay right now to allow yourself to be sad if you're sad, to miss someone if you're missing someone, to ask for help if you really need someone to talk to. But there's nothing that says you have to force yourself to feel happy all the time. If you can, great. But sometimes those sad moments, those sad times in our lives, actually teach us something about ourselves, about the people we surround ourselves with, about the lives we lead. Sometimes these moments of feeling down, and I'm not talking about medical depression, of course, y'all, please, doctor. I'm just talking about when we're feeling down and we beat ourselves up for not being as happy or feeling as alive as other people we notice in our lives. They always seem so happy. They always seem so on top of their game. They always seem to be living their best life. First of all, they're probably not always. People show us what they want us to see. And also, you're not them. Be okay with being you. It's all right. So then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. They're telling me you will get your fire back. You will get your spark back. Absolutely. And it won't take as long as you think. You might be thinking, oh, the way I'm feeling, it's going to take months to feel better about myself, to feel like I'm where I want to be physically, emotionally, mentally. In some cases, it can be hours. It can be a day or two. It can be days or a week. They're telling me that it doesn't take that much for us to recover when it's this kind of stress, when it's this kind of challenge to our system. It can, for some of you, it can take longer. However long it takes, that's how long it takes. But what I am getting from most of you is, first of all, don't put a time limit on it. Listen to your body. Give it what it needs. But also know that it probably won't take as long as you're worried it will take. Like, oh, I can't be taking time off from going to the gym every day. Yes, you can. Take a day. Take 2 days. See what happens. Or, I can't take time off from my whatever it is that you're pushing yourself to do because you feel like if you break your routine, you won't get back into it. The Knight of Wands here in reverse is saying you will jump back into it. You will. It will happen. You'll get it back. This is just temporary. It really is temporary. As long as you give yourself what you need here. Your advice card from Spirit is Judgment Reverse. Stop beating yourself up, y'all. Stop beating yourself up. You're fine. This is just a moment in time where you don't feel your best. If you listen to your body, if you listen to your soul, and you give it what it needs, if you honor the feelings you're having, if you honor the aches and pains and fatigues, you honor it. If you're tired, rest, sleep, take a nap. You know, if you can, do it. And don't beat yourself up for it. It doesn't mean you're lazy. You're not lazy. You're worn out. And that's all Spirit is really trying to tell you is give yourself what you need. Don't beat yourself up for it. Don't judge yourself for what you can't do right now. Or what you can do, but if you do, it feels like twice as hard. It feels like even more effort than normal. That's your body, your mind, your emotions, your soul telling you, slow down, give yourself a break. It's okay to take that time. All right, group one, I hope that helps. I hope you get what you needed from that, and I do hope that you give yourself the break that you need. All right, thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group two. So we're going to take a look at what you need to know right now. And your initial card is card number 27, the Fox Spirit. And it says, think on your feet. Leave it there for now while we pull your other cards. Got oracle cards here and tarot. We have Fork in the Road. And No Place Like Home. Let's get your tarot down. First card is the Nine of Cups in reverse. And we have the Nine of Swords. The Four of Wands. And your advice card is the Page of Cups in reverse. All right, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay? Before I do just want to mention if you would like a personal reading, something that's just about you, not a general reading such as this, you can check my website, pink22tarot.com, and see what I have available there. Otherwise, I hope this reading is helpful. I hope it resonates and brings you messages you need. If it does, please give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading is valuable to you. So thank you for that. Now give me just a second. I'm just going to listen for some initial messages. First thing they're telling me is that your spirit guides, people in spirit who are helping you, are working right now to get you ready for something. They're preparing you for something. Give me just, I want to listen a little bit more, but I wanted to give you that much before sometimes I forget what they say if I listen too long. Bear with me. They're telling me you do have a choice in how something is going to play out for you. They're getting you ready to make that decision, So there's something that they're telling me there's something lies ahead for you where you're going to be able to choose what path you want to follow, what direction you want to take. They're preparing you, they're getting you ready to make that decision, which is interesting. They're saying right now you're not ready to decide because you are not fully informed about something. You don't see the whole picture just yet. You don't have all the information, as I just said, that you need to make this decision. Now, you may know right now what that decision is, but you also might not. Because I am getting that many of you don't even know what this decision is about. And they're saying you don't need to know right now. They are preparing you and they're preparing your world to give you the information you need to make a choice about the direction of your life in some aspect. The decision does not need to be made right now. And you will know, say that again. You'll know when it's time. You'll know when it's time to make that decision. So whether you know what this choice is or not, don't worry. Don't worry. You will come to a crossroads and you will feel that it's time to choose a path, choose a direction, make a decision, make a choice about something in your life. Again, some of you know what it is. It might be about your job. It might be about where you live. It might be about the partner you're with. It could be any number of things. Some of you already kind of have that niggling feeling like, I don't know what to do. I know I have to kind of make a decision here, but I don't know what to do. Your spirit guides are helping you get ready to know, to be able to make that choice in an informed way as possible. Others of you don't know what this decision is yet. You're not aware of the fork in the road that is coming up ahead, but you will know soon. So you're just getting some advance notice about it. It is nothing worrisome. They're telling me, hold on. Hold on one sec, they're telling me something. Okay. I was about to say that there is no wrong answer. You can't make a wrong choice, but they stopped me from saying that. You do have free will. You can choose whatever you like. There is a best answer. And they almost never say that. I don't think they've ever said that to me before. That, you know, it's always very much you can't make a wrong decision. We'll help you no matter what. They're giving me here, there is one better choice. There is one choice that is better for you than another. Will you be okay regardless of what you choose? Yes, of course you will. And yes, they will always support you and help you. But what they're preparing you for now, they're helping you get ready to make the best possible choice for yourself. They are aware of what that best possible choice is. You are not yet, but you will be. So of course, you can't make a wrong decision, whatever you choose. You know, if you're meant to go left and you decide to go right, you know, the path might look different than it would have, but you'll always end up back where you were supposed to go anyway. What's meant for you will always find its way back to you. So don't worry about, oh my gosh, I don't want to make the wrong choice. They're telling me that they're preparing you. They're slowly giving you the information you need. They're dialing in for you. They're helping you dial into what you need to know so that you make the easiest, most concise choice for yourself. In other words, you choose the path that's going to get you where you want to go in the quickest way possible. You'll always end up getting there, no matter what you choose, because some things are meant for us, no matter what, because our soul chooses them. But this particular thing, they're telling me what they want for you and what you want for yourself is to achieve something really in the fastest way possible, you know. Not that fast is ever the goal, they just said to me, but they don't want you to lose momentum or to lose hope. So they're helping you make a decision that will get you there more quickly. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. So we'll jump into the reading and see what else they have to tell you. So your initial card here, the fox spirit. It does say think on your feet, but they're giving me a different message here with the fox. They're giving me this message of waiting, watching and waiting. You know, foxes are very clever. They're very astute. They're very aware. And a fox in the wild will watch and wait until exactly the right moment to attack their prey, to go after what they want. They don't make hasty choices. That's what they just said to me. They don't make hasty choices. They wait until they know what to do. And that sometimes means lying low and being still until they really feel ready to go after what they want. And this is a protective measure for them. So while waiting may mean, you know, they don't get to eat right away, it does mean that when they put the effort in to go after their prey, they're much more likely to get what they need or to get what they want or to escape someone who is trying to go after them. They're much more likely to accomplish what their goal is because they're very conscious of they're very aware of everything that's going on around them, and they're giving themselves the time to choose. They're giving themselves the ability to choose their timing. Sorry, the information was coming in, but the words weren't making it out of my mouth correctly. Sorry about that. Okay, so fork in the road. There's a decision to be made. Absolutely. Some of you may know what it is. Some of you may not. It's still coming. It's still coming. There will come a moment when you will know what to do. You'll know what decision to make. You will know what path to follow. You're not there yet. That's what Spirit's telling me. You need to wait a little bit longer. Pay attention to the details that come in. Pay attention to signs, symbols, messages you receive. Pay attention to how you feel when it comes to certain aspects of your life, because that will indicate what's right for you. So when you do something and it energizes you and it feels good and you feel a little bit more alive, that's a sign. When you do something and it drains you, or you feel sad or angry, or it makes you feel out of balance in any way, that also is a sign. Pay attention to those signs, as well as any synchronicities, the things, the messages we get from our loved ones in spirit or spirit guides. When you see repeating numbers, when you find, a random coin on the ground or a feather, consider what you were thinking at that moment, how you were feeling, what's around you. Pay attention. They're wanting you to pay attention to something. And that's how they give you the information you need. Some of the ways they help you get the information you need. All right, so your next card here is no place like home. They're saying just be still for the moment. Now, for some of you, that may be literal. You may be looking for a new place to live. You may be considering where to move. Be still for the moment. Don't force it. Don't push it. Allow the timing to reveal itself to you. For others of you, it's not about moving or changing where you live. It's something else. But the message is still the same. Be still until you know for sure what the right decision is. And you will know. You'll have a very, very strong feeling, and you'll go, I know this is right. This is absolutely right. Right now, if you know what the decision is, what the choices are, you still may be wondering, and there may be a part of you that thinks you have to hurry up and decide before you lose out on something. You're not going to lose out. If it's meant for you, it's not going anywhere. Your spirit guides are asking you to sit still, to be still. Don't make any big moves just yet until you know. For those of you who don't know what this path is, what this fork in the road is, what this decision is, it's going to make itself, how do you say it? saying it's going to appear to you. It's going to make itself available to you in a very short amount of time. So you're going to realize very soon, if you don't already know, that you have an option, you have a choice, or you have a decision to make. So just sit with that and allow it. All right. So your first tarot card is the Nine of Cups reverse. They're telling me that you're worried about, again, this is for those of you who know what decision you have to make. If you don't know yet, this feeling will come. That's what they're giving. You're worried that if you don't make a choice sooner rather than later, that you will miss out on something, that you will lose time, that you will lose money, that you will lose a valuable opportunity. You're not going to lose out on anything. You're going to get what you deserve and what you need. And the choice you make, the best choice for you, will make itself available to you at the right time, and you will know it. So don't worry about not getting what you want or need. It will be there for you. What's right for you will be there for you. With the Nine of Swords, of course, you're worried about it. You're worried about it. It's this feeling of overthinking a situation and not allowing the information to come in to you. Right now, you can't analyze your way to the correct answer, which is why they want you to just be still. Look for their signs, look for their messages. Trust how you feel. If you're feeling anxious, it's not the right time to make a decision. This peace will come over you, and you will know it's time now. But as long as you're feeling anxious and worried and concerned, that's another sign to you to be still. All right, your next card is the Four of Wands. Everything's going to come together. It absolutely will. You will end up where you're meant to be. If you trust the process and you give yourself the time to be still and to allow things to sort of develop and open up to you in the right timing, you'll make the best decision for you, and you will get where you're meant to be very quickly. If you get anxious and you allow that anxiety and that worry and that concern to control you, you might make a hasty decision, which may not be the best one for you. Ultimately doesn't matter. You will eventually work your way back to this Four of Wands. You will get where you need to go no matter what. But Spirit is trying to help you see that if you wait for the right time and you wait for that right moment when you know the answer, and you will know the answer, you'll make the best decision for you. You'll feel positive, you'll feel stable, you'll feel confident, you'll feel very good about it, and it will all come together very easily for you. Once you are in that place. Okay? So the advice from Spirit is the Page of Cups reversed. Don't make any decisions based on your emotions, your fears right now. You're worried about what you might miss, what you might lose out on, what you might not accomplish or achieve if you don't hurry up and choose something now. Try to avoid that feeling. Try to push that feeling aside. Don't let yourself be ruled by negative emotions. Trust the positive emotions. Trust them. Listen to them. Sit with them. But don't let your fears convince you that something needs to be done immediately, or let your fears convince you that you're taking too much time. whatever it may be for you. Those negative emotions, a lot of that is it's just our ego, right? Wanting to go, 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 do, accomplish, 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 whatever it is. The spirit world does not work that way. They don't have watches or timelines. They want what's best for you, and what's best for you is to get the information you need, make a confident, content decision, a decision you feel good about, and that decision will take you where you need to go in the quickest possible way for you. And the only reason why they're caring about timeline for you is because they don't want you to lose hope. Sometimes when things take too long, or we go off on a detour because we made a different decision, or we deal with challenges and we get experiences, and all of those things do help us. But what doesn't help us is losing hope of getting where we need to be. And that's what they're giving me, is they want to make sure you don't lose hope. So they want to see you get where you need to go as quickly as possible. But that doesn't mean hurry up and make a decision. It means take your time and make the right decision. Take your time, watch and wait. All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it resonates. Hope it gives you what you need. Thanks for being here, and have a great day. Hey, group 3. Okay, we're going to take a look today at what you need to know right now. And your initial card is number 64, the Wasp Spirit. It says, sometimes life stings. I'm going to leave that here for a minute while we pull your other cards. Got oracle cards here and tarot cards. Your first card is TikTok. And Between Worlds. And let's get your tarot cards down. All right. We have 5 of Wands reversed. The 5 of Cups. King of Swords reversed. And one more as an advice card for you. And your advice card is the Hermit. Okay, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. Before I do, I want to mention, if you would like a personal reading, one that is just about you and your situation, not a general reading like this, you can check my website, pink22tarot.com, and see what's available there. There's a link down in the description box as well. Otherwise, I hope this reading is helpful and that you get messages that you need to hear. If that's the case, please give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading is resonating with you and that you find it valuable. And I really appreciate that. So thanks for that. Okay, give me just a sec while I listen for some initial messages for you. The first thing they're telling me is that you feel the need to do something drastic at the moment. It's like this knee-jerk reaction is what I'm getting to change some aspect of your life or to do something. Something isn't going the way you want it to go, or it doesn't feel like it's going the way you want it to go. And they're just giving me this, it's almost like this, not, I don't want to say angry, because I don't know that you all are angry. Some of you maybe have been feeling frustrated. That feels more like what they're giving me here. But they're giving me, you're feeling this need to either throw everything away or make a drastic change, or to make this knee-jerk, have this knee-jerk reaction to something just out of frustration, and possibly anger. They're saying you don't have to do that. The answer, they're saying, is right in front of you, but you're missing it because of your frustration. It's right there, right now. What you need to do is available to you. But you're letting your anger, your frustration, your disappointment, whatever it is for you, get in the way of seeing clearly. So, okay, well, let's jump into the cards. Your first card being the Wasp spirit. And again, they're giving me this feeling of frustration, this feeling of disappointment. For some of you, it is a little bit of anger. And you just want to, like, they just keep giving me this feeling like, I just want to do something, whether it's you want to yell at somebody, you want to cut somebody off, you want to quit your job, you want to throw something away, you want to give up on something. Take a deep breath. That feeling of frustration is there for a reason. It's to encourage you to act. But before you act, take a pause and assess. In other words, don't act out of anger, but recognize it, or frustration, or whatever it is you're feeling. Recognize it, acknowledge it. Why am I feeling this way? It's because something needs to happen. Something needs to change. Try to avoid making that knee-jerk change, that that decision you make just out of pure frustration that oftentimes later, you'll regret. Recognize what you're feeling, acknowledge what you're feeling. It's there for a reason. But then give yourself a chance to try to see things more clearly so you can respond more appropriately. Okay? All right. Got here the card Tick-Tock. I just want to listen. I want to hear what they want to tell you about this card. Again, they're giving me frustration. They're giving me, they're showing me, even with my eyes closed, a lot of times when I'm connecting and I'm listening to them, I close my eyes because it removes any distractions and I can hear them clearly. And as I closed my eyes, they still showed me the picture on this card of these hands, if you can see it, they have this clock in their hands, and they're just, it's like the clock is exploding out of their hands. And they're giving me this feeling of there's this need to just change everything, or to respond so aggressively, or to make such a drastic change because you're just fed up with something or someone or a situation or how something is going. They're giving me this message of, like, I'm just going to tell you what is actually happening inside of me right now. So as they're talking to me and showing me this picture and telling me what to tell you, all of a sudden they take everything away. And there's no words, there's no images. It's like this empty silence with nothing in it. And they're saying to me now, that's where you'll find the answers. You won't find what you need in this moment of aggression, of immediate response, reaction. You're going to find it in the silence, in the quiet, in the calm. Really interesting how they work with me and through me. Just my commenting on how they did that. Your next card here is Between Worlds. And they're telling me, they're acknowledging that you are in a place where something does need to change. They're showing me it's in full living color. The answer is there. You're not seeing it, you're not hearing it, you're not receiving it because you're too busy looking at the problem and reacting to it rather than allowing the answer to show itself to you. You're too, if you notice on this card, half of the card is in black and white, and the other side is in living color, beautiful color. The answer is over here. But right now, everything is so black and white. Everything is so this or that. It's really it's a feeling of frustration and just wanting something to change. It will change. That feeling is there for a reason. You're meant to feel that way, right? It's not an accident. It's a sign. It's a message that something does need to change. But before you can make the appropriate decision, before you can make the appropriate move, or make the appropriate changes you need to make, you have to allow yourself to release that frustration, that anger, to recognize that everything isn't necessarily black or white, and to allow the right answers to kind of jump off the page for you. And it will, because they're there for you already. So your first tarot card is the Five of Wands reversed. And I'm getting that you're very over it. That's really the message. You're feeling so over it. You're tired of fighting for something and getting nowhere. Maybe you're tired of fighting with someone and getting nowhere with them. It feels like this constant battle, this constant struggle that you are so tired of. You just want to fix it. You either want to throw it away, get rid of it, do something that feels easier, or get rid of this person or this job that just is frustrating you to no end. Quitting your job in a spontaneous moment of frustration is not the answer. I know that's not for everybody, but that is something they just gave to me. It's not the answer. It's not the answer you're looking for. It just feels right in the moment of frustration. The answer will come to you once you can move past the anger and go into a place of contemplation. And that's where this Five of Cups comes in. This is you letting go of the anger, the frustration, the urgency, and sitting with it. Allow yourself to feel disappointed about something if you do. But allow yourself to see the entire situation. Whether it's, again, a relationship, a job, some other situation in your life that just isn't going the way you want it to. Just sit with it. Allow it to be. And that's when you'll notice that, yeah, something isn't going right. And that's why a change needs to be made. But with the Five of Cups, there's still two cups that are upright and full. And that is where you need to put your attention. Take your attention away from your frustration and put it on, okay, what is working? What is going well? What does get me excited again? And follow that line of thought. Your next card here is the King of Swords reversed. Again, they're saying everything isn't so black and white. It isn't yes or no. It isn't all or nothing. It's something in between. Just like in here, in between worlds. It's something in between what you think is so cut and dry. For example, and this is just an example for some of you. Hold on. I was going to give you the example, use the example of a job, but they pulled that away from me and said, no, they want me to talk to you. They want to bring up the analogy, the example of a relationship. this is not going to apply to everyone. It's just, it is for some of you, because they did stop me and want me to address it specifically, but it will help illustrate what they're talking about no matter what your situation is. So you're in a relationship, a love relationship, that at the moment is very frustrating. Something isn't going as well as it could or should or used to, and you're frustrated. And part of you just wants out. Like, you just want out. Like, get me out of this. Why am I even wasting my time with this person? You're telling me it doesn't have to be quite so black and white. Now, keep in mind, this isn't, you're going to have to trust your intuition with this. If you're in an abusive relationship, if you are in a relationship that you know is toxic, you know what to do, right? But acting out in frustration, if you're in a otherwise good relationship that is very frustrating, something about it is not going the way you want it to, and you think, oh, I should just give up. For some of you, it's because you don't, for some of you, it's because you don't communicate well enough or as often as you could. For some of you, it's that you live in different places and you don't see each other often enough, or you're on different schedules. That's what they're giving me. So it's not that this person is toxic, that you're toxic for each other. It's just something about the situation doesn't work, or doesn't work the way you want it to. And you're starting to get frustrated. And part of you is saying, maybe I should just give up and find a relationship that's easier. Spirit's saying, step back. It doesn't have to be quite so cut and dry, black and white. Maybe there's another answer that's right in front of you that you're missing. I can't tell you what that answer is, because it's going to be different for all of you. It's not a personal reading. But trust that the answer is there. And whatever your knee-jerk reaction is out of frustration, that answer is probably not the right one. So again, whether it's a job that you're frustrated with, a boss, a relationship, maybe you're frustrated with where you live, and you just think, oh, I should just get out of here and move somewhere else. Well, maybe there's some changes you can make where you are that will make all the difference, but you're missing it. You're missing an opportunity here that could be really, really, really good for you. But you're just too focused on what is frustrating you, what has disappointed you, rather than looking for the opportunity that is right in front of you. So the advice from Spirit is the Hermit card. Be still and allow that quiet, calm feeling to take over you. Don't act out of frustration. Act out of a place of awareness. Look for the answers rather than try to force the answer. Hopefully that makes sense. They're just giving me this feeling of allow yourself to be calm and to assess the situation from a clear headspace, in a clear and calm emotional space before you make a decision. Because right now, if you put on your inner wasp and you get frustrated or angry or upset, you might stab at something, you might do something that you later may regret. So allow yourself to find that inner peace first and really look at the question that you have, really look at the situation you're in, and ask yourself, what possibilities do I have before me? What's the right answer? The answer will be there. The answer is there for you. You just have to get out of this space of, just reacting. That's the truth. All right, group 3, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you what you needed. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.